It's clear there is a crisis in the Eurozone and Europe, economic, fiscal, banking, financial, competitiveness, growth, and we have to resolve it, otherwise there'll be an economic and financial disaster. The current approach, muddle through, kick the can down the road, extend and pretend, train delay doesn't work. Either we move forward in the direction of a greater economic, fiscal, and eventually political union and more integration, or otherwise we're going to go backward in the direction of disintegration. More financial crises, defaults by governments and banks, even eventually some members of the Eurozone exiting the Eurozone and going back to national currency. So disintegration and breakup. So we need to go forward. We need to restore growth, we need to restore competitiveness, we have to restore debt sustainability and clean up the financial system, the banks, so they can create credit for growth. So there is a long list of policies that have to be undertaken. One, the ECB should cut rates to restore growth. They made a mistake raising them this year. We need a weaker value of the euro so that competitiveness is restored in the periphery of the Eurozone that needs stronger competitiveness. Three, if the periphery has to do fiscal austerity, the core, starting with Germany, should postpone the austerity and do more stimulus to stimulate the growth of the Eurozone and postpone the austerity to the medium term. Four, we need liquidity support to governments that are solvent but illiquid, like Italy and Spain. Otherwise, there'll be a self-fulfilling run on them. Five, we need mechanisms to reduce orderly the debt of countries and banks that are insolvent, like Greece, potentially Portugal and Ireland. Six, we need to recapitalize very rapidly European banks, otherwise the credit crunch is going to get worse. If there's no credit growth, there is not spending, there is not economic growth. Seven, we may need to have orderly ways to allow countries that are not able to stay in the Eurozone to exit orderly rather than disorderly. Eight, we need to do medium-term fiscal austerity to make sure that there is solvency of governments over time. Nine, we need to do structural reforms that increase productivity growth and lead to economic convergence rather than divergence. And 10, we need to have political leadership, policy coherence, agreements between 17 countries or 27 on the policy action going to lead to greater economic, financial, fiscal union integration and eventual political integration, because unless there is political leadership and willingness to go forward, we're going to go in a distraction mode. So there are many policy actions that have to be taken to keep Europe together, the Eurozone together, and make it successful. It can be done, but the time was not even today or tomorrow, but yesterday, to take this difficult political and policy and economic and financial and fiscal action. The time to act is now.